I grew up in a strict religious household. I was scared, full of guilt, and never felt as though I was enough. At the age of 20, I went through a horrid divorce. This sent me into a flat spin for the next several years. Through alcohol, hate, depression, anxiety, and other addictions, I began not only to hate myself, but blamed God and Jesus for my downfalls and wrong steps. It was the darkest, scariest place in my life. I didn't believe I could be saved or loved by Jesus ever again, and I certainly wasn't a fan of his. Fast forward to late January of this year. Jesus had had enough of me doubting him as well as myself, and he came back into my life like a raging storm through a friend of mine thousands of miles away. She was baptized in South Carolina and posted all about it on Facebook. As I read about it, I began to sob. I hungered for the love and light that she was now experiencing, so I began looking for a church. I found this church on Google one day and I decided to take a tour of it. Walking through the doors, I was almost tackled by a woman who hugged me tighter than I have ever been hugged. It felt as though Jesus himself was hugging me and saying, "Welcome home." It was a quick tour, and I came to church that Sunday. Then the next Sunday, I went to a baptism class. 2 weeks after that, I was baptized. Jesus made me new. I knew without a doubt I could never live without him, and I knew I could never go on without living for him. I haven't ever felt more comfortable in my own skin. The want to sin is no longer suffocating. The depression is gone, and anxiety is able to be handled appropriately. The fear, guilt, and loneliness are gone. A song I heard that perfectly describes my story goes, "Fear's got me living with the lights out, chained down like a prisoner in my own house. Shame cycles like a deadly medication. I try, but I can't change my situation. Because the liar comes to rob my joy. I'm bruised, but I'm not destroyed. I'm rising like an army, and you're going to hear the sound. I'm calling the angels down. I'm storming the gates of hell. Tell the devil he don't own my soul. I'm taking back what the enemy stole. I'm raising the battle cry. I'm holding the banner high. With the power of the Holy Ghost, I'm taking back what the enemy stole. I have found myself again. I have found Jesus again, and I now know without a doubt in my mind, heart, or soul, it is because of him that I am free."